I first got exposed to Ozone, I was probably a teenager. My big cousin was doing production and he was just kind of like, yo, hey, this is gonna make your stuff sound crazy. I work as an audio engineer, tracking engineer, mixing engineer for Atlantic Records. Also work as a music producer for the label. I've had an opportunity to work on some really cool projects that span a lot of different genres. I got a chance to be an assistant engineer on the Hamilton cast album, which has done so many incredible things on Broadway. Got an opportunity also to work on Janelle Monáe's last album. So I think being within a label has really given me an opportunity to work on a vast array of projects, and it has also called for a very diversified skill set as an engineer and as a producer, which is, important for me in terms of understanding how to service lots of different artists. So I do have like an Ozone template that helps me put a quick master bus processing on the instrumentals that I make. So master bus processing on an instrumental for me is just about trying to create some clarity. I'm just basically doing very delicate adjustments to find a nice gentle EQ, very nice gentle dynamics, and usually a much larger stereo field. This is one of my favorite aspects of Ozone is the imager. You can really take your track, especially in the demo phase, and give it a width that you would probably find more easily in a final mix. But for demoing purposes, it's really great because I can use this nifty feature, which is called stereoize, and it really broadens the mix in a positive way and creates some interesting sonics. Ozone 9 has some really cool additional features. What I like about it is, especially when you're working in hip hop and R&B, the bass, drum, vocal levels can be so wild. So to have a quick and easy way to balance those levels very specifically without having to go back into the multi-track is very convenient, especially if you've been tracking all day and working with an artist all day and you're at the end of the night and you have to present something that sounds balanced and you really haven't had time to really do a mix. It's great to have something that is that quick and it's almost a gamified version of what you would do in an actual mix process. The low-end focus parameter is really cool, and also the design of it is a lot more slick in terms of how you can actually manage the parameters. It just seems a little more streamlined in terms of what you have in terms of features. I'm not a mastering engineer, but the software gives me the tools to at least prepare some sort of reference mixes that I can hand off to a mastering engineer and basically say, hey, this is the tone and feel and kind of the direction I'm looking for when it comes to the final product. But it also gives the client something to listen to that sounds like it would sound if they were the top 40 records that they're listening to on a daily basis. I like to say all the time, I like to use the analogy of Broadway when it comes to production. If you went to Hamilton and you paid all that money to go to see Hamilton and you get in the theater and there's no lights, there's no costumes, there's no dancing, there's no orchestration, there's no set design, it's just literally someone up there reading the script, I think you would feel very cheated. And you would be very right. The production is what makes the product. So as a producer, the script is kind of like a great song, right? The script of Hamilton doesn't stop being great because it doesn't have production. The script is still incredible. A great song is like that. When you have a great song, it's lyric and melody that tugs at the heartstring. And the production around that is what makes it pleasant to listen to. And so production has to be thought of in a theatrical way. Like, how are we elevating a song? How are we bringing in arrangement? How are we structuring the drum production? How are we thinking about the contemporary elements that makes it pleasant to listen to? So I think the production is so critical in elevating a great song, but really the song is still the star.